Good evening. We begin with some breaking news. Police confirming tonight a 15-year-old boy is the victim of Toronto's latest shooting. The child found dead inside a Regent Park apartment building. This is just the latest in a string of shootings over the past 24 hours. The rash of violence brings Toronto's homicide count to 81 on the heels of a pilot project that saw police beef up their presence on Toronto streets. Tears and hugs outside a Regent Park apartment building as a community mourns another death. Police were called to a shooting at 230 Sackville just before 5 this afternoon. A 15-year-old boy was found inside a residence, pronounced dead on the scene. The young victim's identity hasn't been released, but simply knowing that a young boy's life was taken has many here shaken.
Someone who's a mother.
Yeah, I feel he's my son too, I feel like that, But I'm so worried about him, because I don't know what happened at Regent Park.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying when these things happen.
Among those learning about the city's latest shooting tonight, City Councillor candidate Caterina Perez, who is dropping her daughters to music class down the street. She says the revitalization to Regent Park hasn't cured it of its violence, and she wants the city to do more to deal with the root causes.
You can put up new buildings, you can make things look beautiful, but the reality is the issues are not being dealt with.
What the city has done is focus on more policing, spending over $3 million on an 8-week pilot project that saw 200 extra officers deployed to priority neighborhoods. The chief this morning calling the program a success.
There were numerous arrests made. We arrested over 247 people strictly with gun types of offenses. We seized over 135 firearms, and through judicial orders, we seized another 19. So when you look at that time frame and the amount of resources and the amount of outcomes as a result of that short period of time specific to gun violence, I think we did a fantastic job. But we still have a long way to go.
Tonight's shooting caps off a violent 24 hours. This morning, 2 men were shot and 1 woman stabbed during an altercation on Tanbridge Crescent, just steps away from the Humber Valley Golf Course. All 3 are expected to recover. Nearly 12 hours before, a 27-year-old man was shot and killed outside a community center near Don Mills and Shepherd. And just down the street from that incident, a man walked into North York General Hospital with a gunshot wound and a bullet hole to his car. Tonight's shooting in Regent Park marks the city's 81st homicide of this year. There were 66 in the entirety of last year. Now, over that 3-month pilot project, CityNews has confirmed that there were 65 gun-related incidents in the city. The head of Toronto's Police Association tells CityNews that the force needs more officers to combat the violence.